What's up, guys? I'm in this new hair salon that's going to be opening up next week, and the guy that installed the floors kind of messed it up, so they want me to come in and make it all nice and shiny for them. So just working away. It's 11 o'clock at night here. I've been up all day. One of the things that I did when I was working earlier this afternoon was I closed that big deal I've been telling you guys about. This place owns 8 restaurants, and they want me to start cleaning 4 of them. I gave them a bid for about $9,000, and it went ahead and got approved today. So tomorrow I have an appointment at 2 p.m. to swing by and pick up the keys for the first location, and we're gonna go ahead and start that location on Saturday. Then she gave me the approval to do the other 3 locations, but we just need to settle on a price and do a little bit more negotiating. But as long as everything adds up and she's happy with everything, then we're gonna go ahead and take on those locations as well. You know, one thing that we've been having to negotiate is the payment policy. Now, I like to bill everybody a month before I do the work, because when you have a service-based business, it's very expensive for you to deliver that value. You know, you have to pay labor, you have to buy supplies, you have a lot of overhead that you need to pay. And so it's best if you can get the customer to pay you up front. That way you have enough money to pay those bills. With that customer, they want me to do a net 15 to net 30 after the work has already been complete. So that means I do the work for an entire month, then I send them the bill, then they don't have to pay it for 15 to 30 days. So that's a little bit of risk, because I have to do the job, and then I don't even get paid until 45 days after I started doing the work. So basically I'm kind of giving them a loan on all the labor and supplies. So this made me a little bit nervous, but I talked to my friend. He's a developer and they build gas stations, and he has a much bigger business than mine. He probably doesn't as much revenue in one day as I do in 1 year. And so I called him up to get his opinion on this. And he told me just to take the job, take the risk, even though it's 45 days until I get my first payment. It's a standard way of doing business. Net 30, net 60, net 90. These are all common things, and it's not unheard of. And this customer is a very big, well-known customer. They're established, and so he said just to go ahead and do it. He gave me the advice that when I get the payment, don't spend any of the money. You know, pay for my labor, buy my supplies, but any of the profit, just put that in the bank. That way I have all that money up front in case something happens and they don't pay me. I'll still be able to pay all of my bills that are associated with getting this done. And I don't have to do this every single time I get paid, but for the first payment that I get, I should at least set aside half of it and bank it. That way I can cover any bills or whatever. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. We're gonna go ahead and start that on Saturday. So I'll probably check in, maybe film a little bit there and let you know how it goes, but I'm kind of excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of work, and it looks like I'm probably gonna have to hire about 4 people to get this done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hire 2 teams of 2 people, and they're gonna work 3 days on, 4 days off with alternating weeks. And then one of them is gonna be a manager. And so this way the workload won't be too much. If they're only working 3 or 4 days a week, then they're not gonna get burnt out and tired. And then if people do need to take a day off, or if emergency happens, then they can just call one of the people that are not going to be working and rearrange their schedule. And then if someone totally flakes out and we're in a bind, then the manager is going to get the call, and they're going to have to fill in for the person that called out. And if for some weird reason the manager can't make it, then I will be the final call. And then me and my wife are going to be available, hopefully, to fill in any gaps if needed, which hopefully it doesn't get to that point too often. And there's a lot more that goes into providing a service like this, but this is just kind of some thoughts that are on my mind right now while I'm doing this job. So anyway, guys, if you want to do what you want, when you want, how you want, for who you want, and how much you want, subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you guys next time.